YouTube, what's good, man? It's your guy, the BowTie fragrance guy, that is, and I talk about fragrances primarily on this channel. What makes my channel a little bit different is that I also like to throw in some style and grooming tips as well. So I tell you about how you can smell good and what fragrances that you can get for different situations and different categories that will help you smell your best every day. But those style and grooming tips are very important. You go out there and be the total package. So if you're into that, make sure you hit subscribe and enable notifications by hitting the bell icon as well. So anytime a new video is uploaded on YouTube, hopefully you guys get notified. On today, I want to cover 10 new fragrances released this year that is not specific to designer, niche, or high-end designers, just top 10 fragrances I feel like that have been released so far this year. Now, I want to say that obviously this is not going to include fragrances that I don't have. I mean, there are some really, really interesting fragrances that I perceive are going to be great fragrances, but I don't have them yet. I have another video that I'm going to shoot about that, where I'm going to talk about some new releases that I really want to get my hands on. But so far this year, from the fragrances that I have in my collection that were released in 2025, I'm going to give you guys my 10 favorites, or the top 10 favorites so far. So I'm going to run the intro. When we come back, we'll get into it. If you want to see the top 10 fragrances released so far in 2025, then you know the routine. Keep it locked right here. Let's make it happen. Yes, sir, Ski.
The BowTie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we're back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. We're going to jump into the video really quickly. If you don't have the ebook, get the ebook, The Gentleman's Blueprint. I still have it linked to all my videos. I think it's definitely worth the $9 to get it in your reading catalog. The second thing I want to say, guys, everything that I'm rocking today, the tie, shirt, the pocket square, the suit, everything is Tom Ford. Enough of you guys commented on one of my last videos where I asked if you would want to see my Tom Ford collection. And I don't know if collection is right, my Tom Ford wardrobe. So everything I have that's Tom Ford: dress shirts, suits, pocket squares, ties, the whole nine. And enough of you guys said yes. So I think I'm going to do that video. So just a little side note, everything today is Tom Ford. All right, so getting into it, top 10 fragrances released so far in 2025, according to the fragrances I have in my collection. I'm gonna give two quick honorable mentions, and these are honorable mentions because these are very, very recent acquisitions, and I really want some time with them, but I do really enjoy them. The first one, of course, is Unwashed Timber. I did talk about that fragrance recently. Really like this one, man. Cypress, cacao. It has lavender. And I love the sandalwood Palo Santo combination. So this is a really, really good fragrance. Again, as far as a lot of their latest releases, which all of them have been pretty good, this is probably up there as one of my favorites. So definitely one that to keep your eye on. And then this one from Destin, the House of Destin, Unseen. Really enjoy this one. It has that fresh linen accord up top with fig, cedarwood, cashmere, tonka bean, vanilla. So it's very fresh in the opening. Then it gets really creamy, sweet, and woody as it dries down. So I'm definitely a fan of this one. That linen accord is something that's kind of unique. So this one really has my attention. So definitely another one to keep your eye on, guys, from the House of Destin, Unseen. This one was released this year in 2025. As well. All right, so now we're going to jump into the top 10. Now, these are in no specific order, but this was released this year, and I am head over heels for this scent. This scent profile just speaks to me personally. I love it. From the brand of Mind Game, this is called Kingside. Man, this is a phenomenal scent, guys. This is pistachio, hazelnut, rum, almond, and tonka bean. Anytime you can give me booziness, like a boozy rum, and give me that sweetness of tonka bean with that beautiful hazelnut accord, you got me with the pistachio. Again, just the kind of scent profile that I love. This is kind of gourmand without being overly sweet and confectionery. Just love it. Again, it's going to be perfect for this time of year as well. We're going to be transitioning to fall, winter soon. Definitely wanted to get on your radar, fellas, from the brand of Mind Games. This is their newest one of the newest ones, Kingside. Oftentimes nowadays, one of the things that really draws me to fragrances that really catch my attention is when they kind of have a unique factor to them. And this one definitely fits that category, that description from the brand of Narcotica. This one was called the Lemonada. Released earlier this year. Beautiful grapefruit mango up top with a fig, amber, and caramel dry down with some cedar wood. This is just, again, the contrast, of, the sweetness here with the dry woods. And then you kind of have that tropical vibe going up top with the mango and the lemon. Oh, man. Again, just one of those scent profiles that, for me right now, it caught my attention because some of the notes, obviously very familiar notes, but the combination of notes used in this particular composition and the way they come together is what makes this unique. Again, up top, the mango, lemon, grapefruit thing that they have going on here. And then the dry woods with the cedar wood and the sweetness when it starts to dry down. Just the perfect kind of signature scent year-round scent profile that is going to give you a chance to stand out because it does smell very unique. And that's one of the things I love about it. So check it out from the brand of Narcotica. This is called Lemonada. All right, guys, this next fragrance, you probably knew this had to be on here. I love it. I love all the fragrances from this whole lineage. And this one is Bleu Chanel Le Exclusive. Just absolutely love it. Me personally, I love it. Mint, lemon, amber, labdanum, and sandalwood. Oh, man. It gives me everything I love about the Parfum. Again, with amped. I describe the Parfum as being compared to the EDT, tone down the citruses, amp up the woods. So this time you're going to tone down the citruses, amp up the woods 3 times. That's kind of sort of what you get in the Le Exclusive. I can't think of a time or place that you couldn't wear this fragrance. It has the versatility. It is a bit expensive, obviously. Like I said, when I bought mine, I think it was being sold exclusively at Macy's besides Chanel website or boutique. And I happened to go in there when it had 15% off. So that made it a little bit more palatable for me. But, to each his own. I enjoy it. And I definitely put this as one of the top 10 releases so far this year that I have in my collection. From the brand of Chanel, this is Bleu Chanel Le Exclusive. When I got this fragrance in, I was really blown away by it. And I did a review of it. If you haven't seen it, I'll make sure I link it to this particular video. But it's from the brand Unique Luxury, Ocean the Rive. Ocean the Rive. Chamomile, basil, amber, patchouli, and vanilla. I pat myself on the back. I think I gave one of the best, really practical descriptions of what this fragrance smells like. Very fresh. Kind of the chamomile gives this kind of calming, almost tea-like vibe in the opening. So you have the very fresh opening. And then when it dries down, you have a beautiful combination of notes that's going to give you this reminiscence of almost like creamy vanilla ice cream. That's kind of sort of what it smells like to me. And when I described this fragrance, I talked about this beautiful kind of aquatic opening. You get that kind of seaside aquatic thing going on in the opening of this as well. So you leave you've been in the ocean or at the beach. You've been in the water, you've been swimming. You get out, you dry off. You go to the theme park that's close by, and you get yourself some vanilla ice cream. So you still kind of have that saltiness on your skin, the kind of the smell of the ocean, and you're enjoying some, delicious vanilla ice cream. That's what this fragrance smells like, honestly. It's fantastic. From the brand Unique Luxury. Check this one out, guys. Ocean the Rive. This next fragrance is one that comes from the brand of Boadicea Victorious, and I'm talking about Opal. Opal. Coffee, bay leaf, black pepper, cacao, osmanthus, orris, tonka bean, and lavender. Man, this literally smells like a person. Well, I'll say it this way. This particular person that wears this fragrance, I would not be at all surprised if somehow you got access to that bank account and they had several $1 million in their bank account. It just smells rich. It smells expensive. It smells like something literally. I think I did a video about this, and this particular fragrance was the inspiration behind the idea for that video. It literally smells like something a millionaire would wear. It smells, it's unique, it's sophisticated, it's masculine. It's again, in a world today where there's so many copycat fragrances and dupes and fragrances that don't inspire any creativity, this is the polar opposite of all that. I've never smelled anything like it, and I absolutely personally love it. The reviews are mixed on this, but to each his or her own. I absolutely love this fragrance. If you wear a suit and tie, get it. Get it and enjoy it. From the brand of Boadicea Victorious, Opal. All right, guys, this next fragrance is one that was released from the Christian Dior La Collection Privé collection, one of the latest releases. I think it was released, of course, earlier this year. It was like very early January. But man, this stuff is phenomenal. This is called Bois Talisman. Bois Talisman. This is a really simple note breakdown. It's like this vanilla, cedarwood incense and this like sugar or burnt sugar accord here. Love it. A mature vanilla kind of give me that bourbon vanilla vibe as well. So not overly sweet. Just a very, very sexy vanilla scent profile. I think the missus got me this one for Father's Day this year. So I've had a chance to kind of wear it, but obviously when, Father's Day being in the summertime, I haven't really worn it out because this is not the kind of scent profile I would want to wear when it's hot outside, me personally. But fall is right around the corner. Winter time, I'm going to get a lot of use out of this fragrance. Can't wait to wear it. It's a smoky, sugary vanilla fragrance. Count me in. From the brand of course, Christian Dior, the La Collection Privé collection. This is called Bois Talisman. Now, this next fragrance is one, honestly, when I talked to the missus about Father's Day, this is another fragrance that I had interest in. So she likes to ask me, well, kind of what do you want? I gave her a few fragrances that I wanted, that I was interested in. It was Bois Talisman and this one. And actually, a marketing company reached out to me and actually ended up sending this one to me, and I'm so happy to have it in my collection. It's from the Parfums collection from YSL. And this particular fragrance, I gotta take it out of the box. This is so good, guys. It's called Muse. Muse. Lavender, bourbon vanilla. They have this very unique ink accord in this one that makes it very unique. Wow. The crazy thing is, they released another fragrance from this particular line, Baby Cat, that had bourbon vanilla in it as well. And this has bourbon vanilla. I just talked about the previous fragrance as well, Bois Talisman. A lot of companies are kind of going to, are using bourbon vanilla a lot in their fragrances. I see it a lot more now than I used to. The best way I can describe bourbon vanilla is not as I always say, as sweet and confectionery as the typical vanilla that a lot of companies use in fragrances. So it has a mature vibe about it when you smell it in fragrances, and you have that here with this smoky, incensey kind of accord here with that unique ink accord. And another fragrance I could think of off the top of my head that had an ink accord in it. Some people say Silver Mountain Water, and also Squid from Zoologist. Very prominent ink accord. So you get that here. Very unique scent profile, and I absolutely love it. I am a huge fan of creativity nowadays, and this is a creative fragrance that still manages to smell fantastic. From the Parfums collection of Yves Saint Laurent, this is called Muse. All right, guys, this next fragrance, I'm going to scream it from the rooftop. This particular house deserves so much more love because and the fragrances I've had a chance to experience have made some absolutely phenomenal fragrances. Absolutely phenomenal fragrances. And this one comes from the brand of Bon Parfumeur. And this one is called Myrrh Shadow. Wow. Bitter orange, cinnamon, myrrh, benzoin, and patchouli. Wow. This is so good, guys. It's resinous. It's a resinous, sweet fragrance with a little bit of smoke, underlying smoke. Again, absolutely fantastic. The thing about it is another one that I think is going to be great for the cold to cooler temperatures outside. and I cannot wait to get more wearings out of this. They have so many fragrances from this brand that I've had the chance to experience, and I'm glad I've got a chance to get acquainted with these fragrances and fragrances from this brand, because they really, really do some quality fragrances. I think you guys really need to look into it if you never heard of it and never tried anything from Parfumeur. Definitely get your nose on some of their fragrances. This one is phenomenal. This is called Myrrh Shadow. This next fragrance comes from the brand of Electimuss. This is Moroccan Medjool. Dates, cardamom, rose, caramel, and vanilla. Don't have much to say about it, guys. Just try it. I love that note of dates in this fragrance. If you never smelled dates in a fragrance, it is something to behold, for your nose to behold. Just a mouth-watering type good fragrance, and I absolutely love it. Now, I said Caspian Cherry, I think also came out this year. Caspian Cherry is a compliment gear, but for me personally, I think I personally enjoy this one more. Personally, I do. You know, so definitely one I would say is worth a smell from the brand of Electimuss, Moroccan Medjool. Absolutely love this thing. And the last fragrance I want to talk about from another very timeless fragrance brand, not talked about as much, but again, another company that does just quality fragrances. And this is from the brand of Ormond Jane, Vanilla Mistral. Phenomenal stuff. Pistachio, vanilla, fig, pomegranate, and sandalwood. Wow. Wow. Again, just fragrances done right. A fragrance done right. Vanilla Mistral. They have a few other fragrances that were released this year that were really good, but this was my favorite, so I had to include this in the 10. Anytime you can give me 3 or 4 of my favorite notes in one fragrance, a lot of times you got me. The sandalwood fig thing is something I'm starting to see more, and it just works. Because fig gives this fruitiness to a fragrance, but it also, to me, the way that I describe it, my nose perceives fig as having a creaminess about it. And again, you combine it with sandalwood. Just the perfect pairing of notes here. Obviously, you have the vanilla in there as well that gives a sweetness to this in profile. It's just really good. I think you guys need to check it out from the brand of Ormond Jane. One of their latest releases, Vanilla Mistral. But that is it, guys. That is my time. I hope you enjoyed this video today, as I gave you 10 newly released fragrances from 2025 that I think that you guys would do yourself a great service to get your nose on. Well, some other fragrances released so far in 2025 that you guys feel are really, really worth trying. I would love to hear from you down in the comment section. Now, as always, I sincerely appreciate you guys' time and your attention to these videos. You don't have to watch, but you do, and I sincerely appreciate that. And don't forget to take a few moments to like, comment, and subscribe. Please make sure you are sharing these out to some other folks that you think could use the information and just find it entertaining. Because I'm your guy, the BowTie Fragrance Guy. I love looking good. I love to smell amazing. So until next time, keep looking good. Keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.